Suppose that recently you developed an app with minimal testing done on it. You received feedback from users who keep reporting issues. What can you do to further expand on the testing needed? In this video, you'll explore different types of testing that can be done while developing applications in Swift. Specifically, you'll learn about the several test types, which are unit testing, UI testing, compatibility testing, and regression testing. Later, you'll also learn when to use the types mentioned. Little Lemon wants to incorporate some software testing into its table reservation app. The application was recently deployed, but no testing was done, and this has led to users reporting issues after the release. But with so many testing types, what approach would be the best fit for Little Lemon's reservation app? To help answer this question, let's explore what the different types of testing entail. Let's start with unit testing, which is a type of testing that checks individual software components, known as units. The aim is to determine whether the components behave according to the requirements. This type of testing is done programmatically by the developer. UI testing, on the other hand, verifies that the application's user interface not only behaves as expected, but also empowers users to make the most out of it with the least effort. Next, you have compatibility testing, which is focused on determining how well the application performs across different situations. During this phase, it examines if the application looks and functions the same on all the hardware devices it supports, can run on all the supported versions of the system it's targeting, and works well given different network conditions like speed and reliability. Finally, regression testing is a type of software testing that aims to verify that any new code written in the application does not break any existing features. It's the best candidate for automating the tests, as an application could be set up to run all the existing tests when the new code is merged. Now that you have a general understanding of testing types, let's find out how Little Lemon might make use of them. Consider the following feature that was recently implemented. The Little Lemon app has an offer that provides a 50% discount on the next table booking. To get this 50% discount, the customer must have previously booked 50 reservations using the app. To verify if this works, a tester should either manually make 50 bookings using the application and wait to get an offer, or automate it using unit tests to verify the result. Xcode provides a testing framework called XCTest to write unit tests, performance tests, and UI tests. The test cases are defined using the class called XCTestCase. Some of the example assertions or checks that can be performed inside XCTestCase are Boolean true-false checks, checking if an object exists or not, equality assertions, and error assertions. While your application may be unit tested, it might still not work correctly when the UI changes. Imagine that when screen rotation changes from landscape to portrait in the Little Lemon application, it suddenly crashes. This can be prevented by incorporating UI testing. Things like screen orientation changes, user interactions, text input, and so on could be tested using UI testing. Unlike unit tests that are tested in isolation, UI tests are performed on the integration of multiple classes. The common frameworks and tools for performing automated UI tests on iOS are UI Automation and XCTest. On top of base functionality, Little Lemon should also make sure that the app works smoothly on all the devices that it supports. This can be done through compatibility testing. This includes testing not only on the latest iPads and iPhones, but also on older supported devices. Cloud-based automation tools provide thousands of real devices to test your application on in case you don't have all the models at hand. Lastly, when a new iOS operating system is released, Little Lemon wants its application to run efficiently on it. Therefore, it's important to run regression testing on the latest iOS version before its official release. It should check that all the relevant unit, UI, and other tests succeed to instill a sense of confidence that the product functions as it should. In this video, you explored the different types of testing that can be added during the iOS development processes. You'll also learn that unit testing helps you test isolated components of your application to check that they work as expected, while UI testing verifies UI behavior throughout several classes. You learned about the importance of doing compatibility testing to check that your application runs on all iOS versions and devices, as well as doing regression testing to confirm new code does not break the existing functionality.